Hello everyone, I'm Carolyn from Tranquil Mentor and welcome to our channel. Today we're going to be making a fake bake Valentine bear candy jar from Dollar Tree. We were inspired to make this candy jar after we saw JoAnn Barrandey's live on YouTube and decided that we had to have one. We even made our own fake bake toppings. We got these cookie molds from Temu and they have a couple of biscuits in there too. What I was most interested in here was the Oreo cookie mold. JoAnn makes a lot of Oreo cookie molds or Oreo cookies for her toppings, and I wanted to make an Oreo cookie. I love the pink ones too. They look so pretty. I have some air dry clay, which is also from Temu. A lot of the stuff is going to be from Temu because that's what I've been using lately for my craft supplies. The prices have just been so great, and I can also order my supplies for home on there as well. This air dry clay that I get from Temu is very, very soft and it doesn't do too well. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using the flat side of the other mold just to flatten it. And then what I'm going to do is take part of my mat and flatten that also. And I'm going to put that in the freezer. And that was suggested on JoAnn's live, was to put some of the air dry clay in the freezer if it doesn't work. Now the Model Magic that I made for the inside of the Oreo cookie, that was fine. I didn't use anything inside the mold. I just pressed it in and it came right out. So the Model Magic was working really good. But I do like the colors of the Temu. Now this is 20 minutes in the freezer and no release or anything. And I'm just carefully taking that out just to make sure that I don't bend it and that I get all the detail. And it just came out perfect. So all the things that you learn from watching other people's channels really helps out. And I'm just very excited about the way that this came out. And then I'm just tucking a few of the pieces in that were sticking out. And then we already have our air dry clay inside icing, and that's already made. And what will happen is we'll just put that on top, and then only having one Oreo cookie mold will take me a little bit longer, but I didn't buy two. So I'm going to put that, make another one on the other side and put that, for the other side, and then I'll put that in the freezer. And then here is our fabric paint from Dollar Tree. They have this often, and what I do is I grab every color that I can. It always comes in handy. I made these donuts with a mold that I had, and of course from Temu. I was trying to pre-make everything and make a couple extras every time I made things, and I'm actually starting to make more things because you can always leave them off to the side and store them away and then pull them out. It really saves you time when you're trying to do a project. If you're trying to get, say, things done for Christmas or Easter or Valentine's, it really does save if you have your everything pre-made. And then here's some sprinkles also from Temu, and I am going to make sure I get more of these because I have been using them like crazy. And then I'm just going to sprinkle these on, and I'm just going to put a lot because I think it will look so nice, all the different colors. And what multicolored sprinkles do is they really pull a lot of color into your little ornament or whatever you're making for your toppers. And then I just tap that out, and then since these were very bumpy and everything and I wasn't sure if they were going to stick well, I decided to use my triple thick. Mod Podge would have been fine. I just thought I would use this and give it a try. I got this from Walmart. It is a pretty small tube of it, but I was just really trying it out, and I just loved the way that it turned out. But Mod Podge, as I said, does the same. Well, not really the same, but it works just as well. And then I have this old Twinkles glitter glue type varnish. And I'm just taking that, and this is just, instead of sprinkling it on, I happen to have this for years. I can't believe it's still good. And I just put that on my Oreo cookie there. Then we're going ahead and we're going to do some spackling. We're going to do our whipped topping now, and I've got this food coloring that I get from Amazon, and I've got some pink, and I'm going to use that to color my whipped topping. And then I also too have half of a little styrofoam ball there. That size fits. It's 1.9 inches. I get them from Dollar Tree, and I cut this in half just with a regular plastic knife, and it works out great. And I think this is 48 millimeters. Yes, it's 48. And then I always have these on hand, and I stock up on these when I see them. My spackle is the DAP, and it's the lightweight spackle. And I'm going to just put, this goes a long way. I probably could have used about 2 drops in here, but I like the way that it comes out. It will be just fine. And I've just got a spoon that I have designated for fake bakes, and it's real big, and I love the way that it mixes everything. And I've got a little bowl designated also. It's Rubbermaid from Dollar Tree, and I always use this bowl when I'm mixing. And for the top of the bear, you really don't need a lot. This is about how much you need, and it was a couple of dollops really. And then I've got this mixture going pretty good, and I like the pink, the way that came out. It did come out a little bit lighter. It was a little bit darker at first, and it came out lighter. So, but I think 2 drops would have been okay, but I'm happy with it. I think it's going to be just right. And here's our little bear guy. He just went viral on, I believe it was a lot of social media, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. He went crazy viral. There was one left in my store. So I've had these Haribo gold bears. I get those from Dollar Tree too. And I thought it'd be really cute to put bears in the bear. And these are the sours. They're sugary. I was looking for the plain that weren't sour and that didn't have the sugar on them, but that's what they had, and I decided to use that. And I put the candy in first because I figured this way, when I put the topping on, I can give it time to dry. And I would probably give it a good bit of time, maybe about 5 days or so, maybe even a week before we are taking the top on and off. I'm just going to glue this on with my hot glue gun, and that's just cut in half. And this will take up a lot of space so that we don't use our spackle, because the spackle is not cheap. It's pretty expensive. And I think I got this one on Amazon, but you can get it at Walmart at a really good price. You can get it at hardware stores, but it's that DAP lightweight spackle. And I'm just taking my bag that I got from Dollar Tree. This is a Wilton tip, and I'm just going around. And you can go in one fell swoop if you want to, around kind of like a soft serve ice cream, or you can put a little bit of dollops in it as we're going along, a little bit of indentations and a little bit of, just a little bit of push, like push and pull and push and pull, and it gives it a little bit of a different pattern. But any way that you like your topping, you can do it like around like this, like I'm doing for my top dollop there. And then we're just going to pull that right out, and there you have it. I think that came out great. What I'll do now is, I don't want to decorate it immediately, so I'm going to give it about, I would say, 5 minutes, and then I'll start to put the decorations on it. And I know it doesn't look like I waited 5 minutes, but I did. And I have my Oreo cookie up. I took a skewer stick and I put that in the bottom, and I previously made holes. And then what I'm doing here is I'm just taking that Oreo cookie and I'm sticking that right into the styrofoam. As long as it's into the styrofoam, it will stay. And it's very lightweight too, because the air dry clay is so lightweight. It's like a feather. And I pre-make these too. I made some brown air dry clay a while back, and I hold on to it, and I make those out of a mold, and I got that from Temu too. It's like a chocolate bar mold, And then here we are with our donut all dry and another skewer stick. And I want to put this over here on this side. And I do want it to, it went down a little bit further than I wanted. So I'm going to take this straw in the back a little bit where I put it in, the skewer stick was showing. So I wanted to raise it, and then I also wanted the skewer stick not to show. So I put my skewer stick in, I cut it to the length I wanted, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that straw to the length that I need. And then here's what it's going to look like. You see the skewer stick is longer, and then I'm going to pull that straw off, and I'm going to hot glue right here. And this way we won't have to worry about that straw slipping up and down. It will just stay put. And then I'm just going to hold this tight for a little bit, and that should dry pretty quickly. Okay, it looks good. And then we'll take that, we'll put it right back in the hole that we already made. There we go. All right, and it is raised up a little bit higher, that, you know, the way that I wanted it. And then we know we need a straw in there because it's kind of like a topper, a drink on a, you know, topper on a drink is what I'm trying to say. And I'm going to put a skewer stick in that, and I'm just doing my little measurements here. And then we're going to make sure with the straw that we do get it into that styrofoam. And that's another great thing about the styrofoam, is that it's just easier to stick things into. And then here's our straw. Perfect. Absolutely love it. And then from Temu again. Boy, I'm shopping at Temu quite a bit. Anyway, they have such good prices and such nice crafting supplies. And I want to put some more color in here. This is a heart macaron. I believe that's how you say it, macaron. Anyway, there's a purple one and a turquoise one, and that will just add a little bit more variety, break up that pink a little bit, because there's a lot of pink with the Oreo cookie. And then here we go, another Temu item. Sheesh, I bought these last year, and they're little conversation hearts, and I wanted to stock up on my sprinkles for my fake bakes, so I held on to these, and I'm gonna sprinkle some on, and then I do take a few of them and I stick them into where I want them. And then the back didn't get any, so I'm just gonna take the back. That got a little bit too much, but they will eventually, when it dries, they'll tap out a little more and they won't be as heavy. And see, I'm just trying to get a few of them off, but I don't even want to mess with it. I learned to wait, because I'll start touching everything and then I'll jam it up, or I'll drop it or something, and all that work will fall, and then you have to redo it. So I try to keep everything away from myself that I can. And here are those multicolor sprinkles again that I have just had such a good time with. And I certainly want to make sure that I order more, because I love the size of it, and I love the texture and the color that it makes, and the way that they stick. I mean, they stick so nicely. I didn't even have to put any glue down or anything. They stayed so well. And then I've got some pearls that I got for Valentine's Day, and I'm just going to put them in sporadically, take a few different colors, and I thought that would give it a little bit of a different look. And then here I have my fake sugar, and that is kind of like little pieces of glass actually, and it really looks like sugar. It's that thick sugar, the chunky sugar, I guess we should say. I'm going to put a little bit of that on, and then I have my trusty Creatology glitter, iridescent glitter that I get from Michael's. I have that a lot because it's more affordable to get it. I get it in the children's section, and here we have it. He is just so adorable. I absolutely love the way that this came out, and I'm so happy to have one as part of my Valentine decor. I love the little chocolate piece, how that just divides up some of the color, and that pink topping is a little bit lighter than it looks in there, and it's just right. It kind of blends right in with the Oreo cookie, but then the rest of the sprinkles and the pearls and the donut and everything really breaks that up. And then plus he's red, so it's not the pink one, so I've got that more red color in there. And just the little pearls are just so exciting. And then when this dries, I'll be able to, I left enough room around the top so that when everybody wants the candy, they'll be able to take that topper off. It's not something that we'd be taking on and off. We would probably just take the top off, take a lot of the candy out, and then put it back on. It is a candy jar, but we do have to be careful with it. I'm not going to put any ribbon around that or anything because I know we're going to be opening it. But he is just absolutely what I wanted, and I will link JoAnn Barrandey's live down below because this is where I got the idea from, and I think she just has a wonderful channel, and she's the sweetest lady, and you should totally check her channel out. She works so hard to make sure that everybody learns and that everyone's inspired, and she has a whole Facebook community and everything. So make sure you don't forget to go and check out her channel. And keep in mind, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed or a little bit down, especially after the holidays, do some crafting and DIYing. It can really help to reduce some anxiety and give you an outlet. Be kind to yourself and make something great. We also have some journals linked below that can help keep you on track with your behavioral health and well-being. If you make a Valentine's fake baked bear candy jar, share the inspiration and tag us on Instagram at Tranquil_Mentor or visit us on Facebook at Tranquil Mentor. If you are already one of our subscribers, welcome back and thanks for watching our video today. And if you're not a subscriber, welcome to our channel. And if you would be so kind to subscribe and like our video, it helps YouTube notice us a little more and it supports our channel and helps us to grow. And as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.